Hey guys, Mikey here filling in for Allie. Welcome to episode 49 of Controller Nation Weekly for the week of July 1st. We got a lot of game news, so let's not waste any more time with pleasantries. Sony will be buying streaming game service Gaikai to the tune of $380 million and plans to use Gaikai's technology to launch a new cloud service. The acquisition, however, hasn't soured things with Samsung, as Gaikai will still be coming to the 7000 series line of televisions. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater HD is set to drop on July 18th, and information about the first piece of DLC has surfaced. For $5, you'll be able to get select content from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. The content should launch a month or so after the release. Marvel vs. Capcom Origins is the name of the new title that packages the original Marvel vs. Capcom, as well as Marvel Superheroes. The title will run you $15 and be available this September on XBLA and PSN. A trailer for a new game starring Usagi Yojimbo was released this week. Usagi Yojimbo, Way of the Ronin, will be available for iOS, Android, and desktop, which we are assuming means Mac and PC, sometime this fall, with more info being released at Comic-Con. Another title slated for fall is an HD re-release of Sega's classic Nights in the Dreams. The HD version will be available for XBLA, PSN, and PC, and will include all the original levels with updated graphics, plus the option to play the original Sega Saturn version. No word yet on pricing or if the Christmas Nights content will be included. Hey Sega, maybe the Panzer Dragoon series next, or perhaps the original House of the Dead, just throwing that out there. Speaking of re-releases, Final Fantasy VII will also be getting a re-release for PC. This isn't the remake that everyone's been wanting, but it will add achievements, character boosters that can be purchased with real-life money, and cloud saves. I feel like there's a joke to be made here. Moving on, Tiny Wings 2 will be hitting Android on July 12th. Since HD collections are all the rage, Namco Bandai have taken notice and will be releasing Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD. The collection is comprised of Budokai 1 and 3, and you heard me right. Not sure what happened to 2, but I suppose 2 out of 3 isn't bad. The Court of Justice of the European Union has deemed it is perfectly legal to resell digital copies of games. Not sure how you would go about doing something like that, but this is sure to be good news for gamers in the EU. THQ has been looking for a buyer for Devil's Third, and it looks like they found one. Well, sort of. They ended up just giving the rights back to Itagake's Valhalla Studios. So, the bright side is that the developer now owns the rights to their new IP. If you'll be at Gamecom this year, you will be able to check out Reef Entertainment's Rambo the video game. The game was announced a while ago and then kind of disappeared, so it's good to know it's still a thing. Looks like there's another Walking Dead game in the works, this one based on the TV show. The game, which is being published by Activision and developed by Terminal Reality, is a first-person shooter in which players play as Daryl Dixon traveling to Atlanta with his brother Merle. You'll be able to use stealth to avoid zombies as well as manage scarce supplies. The title is due out 2013 and will be available for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Let's hope that this game is better than the show. Anyone who's read the comics knows what I'm talking about. The Verge is reporting on a new $99 console called Ouya that runs Android and has some industry veterans on board. To sweeten the deal, every console comes with a dev kit. We're a bit skeptical as the market is dominated by the big three, but perhaps this thing has a shot, and the dev kit has piqued our curiosity. We'll keep an eye on this thing as more info comes out in the coming months. Peter Molyneux is no stranger to hyperbole, and it would appear that still stands. 22can's first experiment, Curiosity, has been announced and will be live on August 22nd for iOS, Android, and PC. So you're probably wondering what Molyneux had to say about it. And well, according to Eurogamer, he said, "The core of Curiosity is a secret that is so valuable and so life-changingly important." He continues by saying, "It's so amazing I think it will appear on news reports." I hope he is right, but knowing Molyneux, he's notorious for overselling and under-delivering, so I'm not going to hold my breath. I'd like to end this episode with a shout-out to the fans and your suggestions. They haven't fallen on deaf ears, and we plan to incorporate music and new backgrounds in the coming episodes as we approach a year of making these videos. But you need to understand this is a small team operation. Like, we literally have 2 people, and all the investments in the show are out of pocket. We've been lucky enough to have Allie host, but she does it out of the goodness of her heart pro bono. So when she can't make it, I have to step in as the show must go on. We'll continue to improve the show in small steps, and I hope you enjoy the improvements we have planned. And so on that note, that'll end it for this episode. Get social with our Facebook and Twitter, and we'll see you here again next week. Oh, I'm feeling like a whore in church. Jesus Christ. Shit, fuck. See, I'm sweating so bad, it's making me delirious. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Why did we shoot at 5? Like, that was a fucking misstep.